Well, we've finally seen it. According to a European ranking, Poland is one of the happiest countries in Europe. It will be interesting to see how the Vatican's decision, which opens the door to church blessings for same-sex couples, will influence this. Catholics in Canada are already in the minority, a fact lamented by Cardinal Gérald Lacroix, while in Majorca, the Assemblies of God are investing in real estate. What is your true attitude towards celebrating Christmas? More on this and other matters in today's news service. Stay tuned.
This year, the Noble Parcel charity delivered a record amount of aid worth nearly 74 million zlotys, marking a significant increase compared to the previous year. The programme supported over 17,000 families across Poland, including many children and seniors. Most beneficiaries were families struggling with diseases or disabilities. Over 12,000 volunteers were involved in the initiative, with the total number of people engaged exceeding 700,000. Despite the difficult economic situation, Poles showed immense solidarity, enthusiastically highlighted by the programme's organisers.
The Vatican's Dicastery for the Doctrine of the Faith announced the declaration Fiducia Supplicans, allowing blessings for irregular couples, including same-sex couples, provided that they avoid rituals resembling marriage. Such a blessing does not imply acceptance of the relationship, and the doctrine on marriage remains unchanged. The document emphasises the difference between liturgical blessings and less formal ones, the latter of which can be given to people living in ways not in accordance with Christian moral doctrine. Fiducia Supplicans expands the understanding of blessings based on Pope Francis's pastoral vision, yet without altering the Church's traditional teaching on marriage.
Cardinal Gérald Lacroix of Quebec notes a radical change in the Church's role in Canada, where the country is no longer recognised as Christian, and schools and society do not support the transmission of faith. He emphasises the need for conversion, focusing on the role of families and parishes in religious education. The contemporary Church in Canada, according to the Cardinal, resembles the Church of Apostolic times, small but committed. On the occasion of the 350-year anniversary of the Diocese of Quebec, Lacroix highlights its historical significance, including its impact on education, healthcare, and the preservation of heritage sites.
The Peace Light of Bethlehem, a symbol of peace and brotherhood, continues its journey around the world. After arriving in Poland over a week ago, the light appeared in Rome. In the Italian capital, at the Capitol, a special ceremony was held, during which the flame was distributed to many Italian towns. This year's edition is unique because, for the first time, the fire was lit by a Palestinian girl, Pilla Jaraise. This initiative, an important sign for many, aims to spread the message of peace and brotherhood in line with the ideals of the founder of Scouting, Baden-Powell. Scouts from Ukraine also participated in the event in Rome.
In Majorca, the grand opening of the new building of the Centre Cristia de Mallorca Church took place, which has about 1,500 members. The new 4-storey building is equipped with classrooms, a kitchen and a chapel. The inauguration was graced by the presence of local authorities and leaders of the religious community. During the event, Senior Pastor Daniel Rodriguez delivered an inspiring message referring to the rich history of evangelization and social service of the Assemblies of God. The new facility symbolizes a significant step forward for the Church and its commitment to the community life in Majorca.
Scientists from the Peter MacCallum Cancer Centre in Australia have published promising research results in Nature Medicine on the treatment of colorectal cancer. They discovered that combining 2 anti-cancer drugs, divarasib and cetuximab, significantly improved the condition of patients with tumours caused by the KRAS gene mutation. Divarasib proved to be 20 times more effective than traditional methods such as chemotherapy or immunotherapy, and was well tolerated by patients.
In the latest report from the European Statistical Office, Poland took second place in the ranking of the happiest countries in Europe, sharing the position with Romania and Finland. The ranking, measuring residents' satisfaction, revealed significant changes in the perception of the quality of life in Europe. An increase in satisfaction was noted in countries that previously had low indicators, while a decrease was observed in those with high indicators. The statistics show that the level of satisfaction of European citizens depends on many factors, both personal and social.
The celebration of Christmas is often associated with excessive spending on food and gifts. sometimes we get lost in the hustle and bustle of shopping and cooking. While there is nothing wrong with gifts and good food, it's worth remembering the humble conditions in which Jesus was born. Christmas is primarily a moment that reminds us of the possibility of a different, better reality. It's a time when we can reflect on our spiritual journey and the changes we can make in our lives, following in the footsteps of Jesus. Following Jesus, the refugee, the judge, the suffering and the resurrected, we become more sensitive to the needs of others, understanding and hopeful. The true message of these holidays is an invitation to reflect on how close Jesus is to us and how we can open ourselves to the changes his presence brings. Then Christmas becomes not just an annual custom, but a deep spiritual experience leading to renewal and true joy.
This was the news service of Safira Radio. We're glad you're with us. May God bless us all.